Hi everyone, I'm Journal Page, and as you can hear, my voice isn't great. I've got a little bit of cold, just a regular cold, nothing to it. Let's hope it will. I can keep it on until the end of this video. So this is going to be quite a very simple page, and I just want to play with some distress inks. I've got here Speckled Egg, Stormy Sky, and Bundled Sage, and I'm just going to start putting them on my page. Now my page is already prepared with gesso, and I'm going to start with Stormy Sky. I'm going to put it on my page quite randomly, and I'm using a makeup sponge. I prefer these ones. They are a little bit more expensive than the regular ones, but when I'm using this, as you can see, I get round a mark on my page, and I don't have harsh lines. That's the only reason I'm using this. So I'm putting this, changing to a Speckled Egg. I think my sponge is not clean because I don't get the color that I want, but never mind, I'm keeping on. Good enough for me. Most of it is going to get covered. This is only the start of the background. Moving on to Bundled Sage. Let's take another, and I want it a little bit more intense, so I keep pushing it in. And I'm also blending with the other colors. Again, I don't want harsh lines. I want a soft blending in the background. And I think that I want a little bit more of the Stormy Sky. So I'm just adding where I think it's needed. And again, blending it. Okay, got this. Now let's see, I want some like visual texture in the back. I'm taking this stencil, and let's hope it will work, because I'm not great with this technique, the ghosting technique of removing some of the paint, and I'm gonna do it lightly at first, because I don't want to remove everything. I just want to do some kind of impression. Yes, that's what I wanted. Very soft and not to remove everything. So, keeping it on. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit more, so my whole page will have this kind of visual texture and not a solid paint background. Okay, nice start, I like it, and now I want to stamp on it. Now I haven't planned completely, I just needed to create something. I haven't done anything for a few days because I was really not feeling good, so now I'm really itching to do something. Okay, so I'm going to pick some kind of stamp and I'll be back. I'm back. I've picked up a script, a stamp, and I'm using a Memento Nautical Blue. It's a permanent ink pad, and I'm going to stamp it on my page. Again, quite randomly, although I'm keeping to the right side because I already know which stencil is going to be my focal point, and it's going to cover most of this side, so I'm not bothering with putting down this stamp like so. And I know part of what I've done before is covered, but that's the whole idea, to build up the layers, and some of it shows and some of it doesn't. Now I've got this stencil. I just bought it from AliExpress, and I'm going to start stenciling this. I first thought I would use black, but now I'm going to use, I decided to take some very dark blue that I have, that has a, like, it's from the cheap store, so it doesn't have a name or a brand or anything, and it's some kind of dark bluish grayish paint, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm dabbing my sponge, and I'm going very lightly right now. I really don't want any spillage, so it doesn't seem quite dark right now, but if I need to, I will do just another layer. Right now I prefer to go lightly with less acrylic paint, and if needed to add. So I'm going to keep at it. It's going to take me some time, and I'll be back when I'm finished. Okay, so it took 2 layers to be this prominent on the page, and I really like it. Now I really like also all these swirly things, so I figured maybe just add a little bit here. So I'm just going to use this and add a little bit here, and here I'm not going to do 2 layers. I don't mind that it's faded because this is not my focal point. That's just adding to the background. Just making sure I've covered everything, and yeah, and a little bit something here. Let's see, yeah, quite a simple page and fast. Yeah, maybe let's add just a little bit more. I know it's faded, but it just adds to the whole, I think. Yeah, so basically this is it. I just want to add some words. I can and I will. I just had to make something today, no matter what. Here we are. Yep, this is it. That's my page. Maybe go around a little bit and darken the edges just to frame everything in. And that's it. That's my page. I really like it. So thank you for watching. So, thank you for keeping up with this horrible voice I have right now. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.